Hey guys, I don't think you can see me. Here I am, Heidi Easley, your Texas Art and Soul, and I teach women how to make money teaching paint parties. And we do this online, in person, and with art kits. And I am going to show you today how to create an easy backdrop for a Christmas mantle. Now, the reason why this is important is because, let me see if I can sit down here. Maybe this will help. The reason why this is important, and go ahead and tell me hi as you come on, so I know if we have people here or not. And sometimes I love to send happy mail. So if you are a person who is maybe interested in possibly being chosen for that, go ahead and say hi. Let me know you're here, and we'll kind of go back through and pick a few people. But basically, what happens is a lot of times we have all these paintings, especially ceramics. How many of y'all have been into the ceramics? Hey, Dawn. Hey, Tammy. Hey, guys. Hey, Marcia. Oh, thank you for telling me where you're from, too. We have people all over the world watching, so happy you're here. So how many of y'all have painted ceramics yet? A lot of times we don't really know how to stage it or have a backdrop. So my husband was going to throw away these, like, basically particle boards of wood. And so what I'm going to teach you today is kind of the way to make an easy backdrop. And I'm going to be making some Christmas trees on these little wood pan, like literally gross wood that was going to be thrown away. I'm going to show you how to make an easy backdrop. So would y'all like to see that? Let me know. Let me know if you're interested in seeing this, because if so, I'm about to get crazy. And I'm going to paint it pretty fast. And then I'm going to show you kind of how you can do. Oh, we got Waco. We have Wisconsin. Victoria's here. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Monica. Oh, if I can open the paint, that is always the struggle, right? Hold on. There we go. Yes, it worked. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. We have people doing. Oh, Dovey. I hope I'm saying, or Debbie. That's cute. Okay, so yes, we have lots of people wanting to see it. So I'm going to show you a very quick way. I have 3 tips, okay? So the first tip is you got to pick a color scheme. So I'm picking like a color scheme or a color theme. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm picking grays and whites. So I'm just going to start. Let me see if y'all can see everything. I know it's a lot of painting. I'm going to show y'all more of this, then I'm going to show y'all more of me. So basically pick a color theme. So what I'm doing is I want like a really, like some gray, kind of grayish blue maybe in the background. And then I want to use a lot of whites. I may use some green, but here leads me to number 2, and then maybe y'all can help me, okay? So the reason why I'm not sure about green yet or not is because number 2, you have to think about what you want in front of this. So for example, this is going to go on my fireplace, and I'm going to put Christmas decorations in front of it. So I have to think about that. Like, okay, if I'm going to be putting a bunch of Christmas decorations that are a lot of different colors, what do I want this theme to look like, okay? So for those of y'all that love to help me create, I love that y'all come on and help me create, because it's kind of cool when y'all give y'all's thoughts and ideas, and then it kind of forms. So for those of y'all that love to help me create, here's my choices. I was either thinking of keeping it like all whites, grays, and golds, or I was going to do whites, grays, and greens. Okay, so I would love to know which way you would like for it to be. Either whites, golds, and grays, or whites, golds, and white, gold, and green. Okay, so I know what Victoria is going to do. I already know her answer right off the bat. Let's see if we're for sure having gray in it, obviously. But the choices now is gold and white or green and white. So let me know what y'all would like to see. And then I'm going to show you how I can make some really fast Christmas trees and just kind of give a backdrop. Again, this is a simple backdrop painting using some cheap wood. And then that leads me to my third thing. Find something cheap to paint it on. Okay. Okay. So we have some votes coming in. Let's see. Gold. We have white and gold, white, gold, gray. And Mary says white, gold, and green. And white, gold, and green. Let's see. White, gold, gold. Oh, lots of people wanting the gold and the white. Okay. I am hearing y'all loud and clear. Gold and gray, gold and white. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So all I did first was I kind of got a backdrop going. And so I just used a cheap brush. I used wood that was about to get thrown away. Particle board, it probably won't last too long. Well, you'll be surprised sometimes. This type of wood will last longer than you think. And then, man, I'm working up a sweat here. This is a little intense, huh? Okay, so now that we have this, I'm not going to rinse my brush. I'm going to start just trying to get some placement of these trees, okay? So let me go ahead and start just with white. I'm just going to get some placements. We may, take it to the green or the gold. I'm still kind of thinking through. Oh, thank you, Faith, for sharing. Yeah, lots of. Yeah, white and gold, a few green in there. Yeah, the only reason I'm kind of iffy on the green is because of what I'm going to put in front of it. So if what I'm putting in front of it is, let me see if y'all can see. If what I'm putting in front of it is different colors, like let's say I'm doing all reds, let's say this turns out super good, which is what we're hoping for, then every year I got to make sure it goes with green. So sometimes you want to think about that too. Oh, and I did just see a comment that said glitter. I second that motion. Definitely glitter. Always glitter. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of add in some placement for trees. I'm just going to start placing these in. Nothing serious yet. Just kind of adding them in. I'm just getting placement. I don't even know if this is going to be the exact. Well, I mean, it'd be similar shape, but I don't know if it's going to be the exact way I want to do the tree yet, if that makes sense. Okay, and remember, you have to be thinking about this. This is a backdrop. So for those of y'all that are just jumping on, I know we have some people that are just jumping on, and you're probably like, what the heck is this lady doing? Let's see if I can see here. See if we have some more. There we go. Yeah, so we have a lot of people that may have just jumped on. Oh yeah, that would be good. Some blues in there too. So for those of y'all that are wondering what this is, I am doing a backdrop. And I'm just kind of getting placements of Christmas trees. And just a backdrop to go behind like my Christmas decorations, ceramics, because a lot of y'all, you do paint parties. How many of y'all on here actually host paint parties? And how many of y'all actually go to paint parties? Let me know if you are a goer or you are the doer of the paint parties. Let me know which one you are. Because some of y'all actually go to the paint parties and some of y'all host the paint parties. So either way, this is going to be something you can use. So you're going to basically decide on the color scheme. After you decide on a color scheme, you're going to think about what you're going to be putting in front of it. Because again, if you're putting a bunch of random colors, you don't want this to be too crazy. And y'all know I love a lot of colors. But you don't want this to be too crazy. And then you want to find some cheap wood. It does not need to be expensive wood. This is literally gross, nasty particle board that I'm using here. Okay, so I have placements of trees. Maybe add one more over here. And I just have some butcher paper. Okay. All right, so we got our placement. Now we want to think about what we want to do. You go to them, you don't host. Oh, Susan, they're yet to be a doer. Host, neither. I used to host. Go to them. I went to a couple, host. Oh, good. We have a good mix on here. Okay, good. Well, I love them. I teach people how to make money actually teaching paint parties online, in person, with art kits, all of that. And a lot of times it's fun to have things that you can, even if you're at home just wanting to create, you know, again, look at the back of this. How nasty this is. Can y'all see that? Let me see if y'all can see how gross this is. Might even be mold. I don't know. I better be careful. I need to paint over that too. But yeah, just find some cheap wood, okay? So if you're just jumping on, I'm showing you how to do an easy backdrop for a Christmas mantle, how to pick a color theme, which we've kind of talked about, golds, whites, and then how to just, you know, find a piece of old wood. It doesn't have to be anything serious, okay? All right, so now I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to add in, I kind of want to do the greens. Okay, I think I'm going to do the greens. Yeah, it might be mold, Heather. Maybe grab wood that doesn't have mold on it, like I'm doing. Mine has mold. Don't grab that one. Okay, so let me find some greens. This will be fun. This will be a lot of fun because I have a lot of really great greens. Okay. And then maybe I can use some golds too. Okay, so I have a ton of greens here. Yes, I'm thinking snowflakes too. Yeah, I'm thinking this will look pretty cool on a mantle. Let me grab my snowflake stencil. I'm thinking this will be pretty good on a mantle because, and I'm going to do a few snowflakes real quick. Let me grab my actual stencil dauber. Hold on one second. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so I just kind of wanted placement. We're about to make these trees way different, but I just wanted some placement so I could get my stencil. This is just a dauber stencil. I don't know the technical word of it. If anybody does, please correct me. Because I just don't know for sure what it's called. And I'm just gonna get crazy. I'm gonna get crazy with these snowflakes because I like the dark gray, but I wanted to have a lot of the greens and the whites and I think we're gonna end up with golds too. It's a dauber. Oh, good. I said it right. It's daubing. Yes, Tammy. I knew I was onto something. Okay, just kind of adding it in there. Another fun thing to do too is just kind of using paper. If you don't have a stencil, just use some like paper towels, or you can draw your stencil on, or even bubble wrap would be a fun texture. Okay, so I'm just adding lots of stencils, and then we're about to get crazy with these trees. And hopefully they'll turn out super cute. If not, no harm done. I'm still having a blast, right? How many of y'all just paint for the sake of having fun? So sometimes something might not turn out exactly as you wanted it, but if you had fun doing it, I still say that's a success. Does anybody agree? Oh, crap, Victoria, I forgot to offload. I was offloading at the beginning. Did you see me? I was offloading my stencil, and then I got excited. And the dauber I got from Michael's. So this is just a Martha Stewart dauber. However, guys, they do have daubers at Essential Stencil. And you can get this stencil there. And if you use Texas Heidi, if you put on coupon code, not Cupid, but coupon code Texas Heidi, you can get, I think it's 10 or 15% off. Okay, so let's do some trees. Let's do some trees here. Okay, let me find real quick. I'm going to put some colors here. Let's see. Actually, I'm just going to go straight to the table. Okay, so I'm going to use a lime green. It's called a yellow green. I apologize. I'm going to use a festive green. Festive green. I'm going to use a Hauser dark green. Yes, makeup sponges work great too, for sure. I'm going to use a Hauser dark green. And then I'm going to use a green yellow. It's a tradition, so it's a little bit of a brighter. And then I'm just going to do a hint of black, just for some more shading in there. Okay. And this is, guys, this is just butcher paper from Lowe's. So if you're needing something to paint on, and usually I get a big, like a vinyl table, like a clear tablecloth to put on this table that my parents gave me. But I don't have it right now, so I haven't gone to Walmart yet. So instead of messing it all up, I'm just going to, sorry, this is very relaxing. Let me see if it'll let me zoom in. Hold on, I don't know if it'll let me zoom in. Let me see if I can move you closer to me. Okay, there we go. Can y'all see that okay? And this is very relaxing. So I'm just taking the cheap brush and just dabbing. That sound makes me so happy. Can y'all hear it? This one's a little bit further behind, so I'm going to make it a little bit lighter. And don't worry, greens are going to go on top of this. Oh, thank y'all for sprinkling the love. Okay, so this one's a little bit closer. And the fun part is we're going to be able to put snow. This whole front part's going to be snow. So if you've ever been kind of scared to paint Christmas trees, it's literally just the cheapest brush you can find and adding some layers, okay? That's really all it is. Cheapest brush you can find and adding some layers. So this one's a little bit further back. Let me get some more white to it. Who's going to try to do a mantle backdrop? And it doesn't even have to go, like if you don't have a fireplace, you could put this like in front of where you're going to put the presents. Like there's all kinds of possibilities. Oh yeah, Ashley, will you show us your mantle when you're done? Yes, I will. Yeah, I'm not really good at decorating. I'm good at, I feel like I'm good at painting, but I'm not really good at decorating. And so my cousin, she's really, really good at decorating, and she's going to come decorate my house for Christmas. And so once I get the, actually, the reason I'm doing this is hopefully so this part will be up for us. And so you could put it like on the floor by a tree. I mean, you could do so many different things with this. Let me point it down. Okay, so for those of y'all that I'm going to show you this side too so you can see. I'm just taking the paint. So I'm taking some black paint. For the ones that are up close, I'm taking black paint. And then if I need a little white, I'm going back over to the white I had. So I'll put some here so y'all can see. I'm just taking a little white if I need it, but if it's closer, it's going to be darker, remember? And so I have the darker here, and I'm about to do greens on top, but I wanted to get a base. And then this one needs to be a little bit lighter. And just back and forth. And listen to that sound. Isn't that fun? This sounds like just so therapeutic. I don't know why. Yeah, Victoria, it does feel like Bob Ross at work, doesn't it? Happy little tree. It's going to go off. That one, I kind of got my snowflake a little bit over here, so to remedy that, I just kind of went right there. See how easy that is? It's going to be to add the snow on top after I get my greens on there, which I'm going to take a look at it before I do the green to make sure I want to, because you can always change your mind as you're doing your paintings. If all of a sudden you're like, I don't know, I kind of like it like that. Look at how cool that is. So just with this simple down like this, you kind of get that look, which is kind of neat. I kind of like that a lot. Hold on. Discovery. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. So guys, if you just take it and go this way, just a simple little tweak, and it just makes it even look more like a tree, more like a Christmas tree. Maybe not the other kind of tree. Can y'all see that? Sorry, I want to make sure. I wish y'all were in my studio with me. It'd be a lot easier to show. That'd be a fun day, wouldn't it? A little bit more white with this one. This would be good too. If you don't make it too Christmassy, you could leave it up all winter. You know, you could leave it up all winter, and you could put even like silhouettes of deer. What's another silhouette? I mean, I know there's like bears. I mean, I live in Texas, so we don't get a lot of snow. What happens out there with all the snow? Is there deer? I know we have deer, but is there like bears? I mean, what kind of silhouettes would make sense in something like this? Y'all have to let me know. Let me see if I can point it this way. I'm trying to just have it where y'all can see, not really worrying about seeing me, but actually seeing the painting. So let me see if y'all can see it there. I'm loving how this just one little simple tweak is just making it feel better. It just already feels more wintry. Oh, so Kathy, all I did, so I'm showing y'all how to do a backdrop for a mantle. This is literally a piece of nasty, it's probably got mold on it. I don't know for sure, but it's just a piece of, like, not corkboard. What's the word for it? Not plywood. What is that crap called? It's that cheap particle board. It's particle board. Oh, that would be cute, Mary. Santa in his sleigh. Yeah, like a silhouette. It's just cheap particle board. So basically, for those of y'all that are just joining, I'm showing you a very easy and cheap way of making you could make it more expensive if you wanted, but I'm doing this with wood that was about to get thrown away that my husband found. And like I said, it's just really gross and nasty. And then just adding a backdrop because I want to put it on my fireplace where in front of like where I'm putting my ceramics, my garland, all of the stuff to decorate for Christmas. So I'm thinking of kind of like a fun backdrop, because a lot of times you have like all these beautiful decorations and you might have some paintings, but sometimes you need like a really big area, you know? And so I wanted to do that. And before I add or decide if I'm going to do greens, I'm going to add a bunch of white snow here. So let me go ahead and put this brush down. I'm going to move y'all over here again. Oh, let me see if I can get y'all to where you can see it all. Can you see me? Good? This is fun. High five with all the paint. Okay, so now I'm going to move this because I want a bunch of snow. Oh, Blue's going crazy. I hope my Amazon's here. I ordered something. Okay, so I have a bunch of snow. That looks kind of cool just with the... Okay, so what I'm going to do is just get it on there first, and then I'm going to make it all puffy. Because you have to be careful because you do have that wet black paint, so you don't want it to turn too gray, because we already have it gray. So you're picking out a color scheme. You're thinking about what you're going to have in front of it, because that depends on what your color scheme will be. And then you are using whatever wood you have. Either, I mean, you could seriously get away with pieces of cardboard too. I mean, again, you don't have to. I can't tell you how many things I've painted on. How many of y'all painted on like weird stuff, like just because you wanted to paint? I painted a dresser one time with a toothbrush because I didn't have a paintbrush years ago when I was younger. Just, you know, random stuff. Like there's so many random things you can do. Oh, everybody's saying hi, Blue. I better make sure I'm not getting robbed. Hold on. Can y'all talk amongst yourselves for just 1 minute? I'm just going to make sure somebody's not trying to break into my house. I'll be right back. Blue. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so excited. I ordered this macrame thing. I think it's here. You want to see it? Amazon came, yay. Okay, so Blue was just barking at Amazon. But I ordered this macrame thing because I have this little area where I'm trying to start doing yoga more. When I say this, that means start doing yoga because I don't do yoga. But I have like, ugh. Let me see if it is. Oh my gosh, I think it's it. And so I have this little area I got together, and I bought this new pretty rug, and I was like, I'm gonna have like a little like yoga area. And so I bought this macrame thing, and so let me show you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I don't want to get paint on it. Let me see if I can grab it like this. Isn't it cute? But there's 3 of them. So it makes it really, really big. Isn't that cute? So excited. I know, it is always fun when Amazon shows up. Okay, I'll put that away. I'll deal with that later. Maybe I'll post a picture of how that looks on the wall later. Okay, back to business. We got some trees, some snow. Okay, so, and everything's fine. Blue is on the prowl, man. He does not let down, does he? Okay, so we have our tree, a little bit of snow coming back here. I'm going to bring the snow down here. What I'm going to do is go back over those little trees in just a second. So don't worry about that. And I just want a little bit more. So when I put the paint on, I'm taking it and I'm just like doing this, y'all. Just doing this. And then I'm just dabbing it in. And then I'm going to go back over the trees to make sure it looks correct, okay? So don't worry too much about that. And then you can also, how many of y'all have used Snow Tex? You can also use Snow Tex. I'm going to see if any of y'all have. Let's see. Yeah, was I saying? Oh, yeah, Tracy says I love macrame. I know. There's this Instagram, it's called Macrame Elegant. Oh my gosh. I want to order from her so bad. She has the most beautiful stuff, but like the one I wanted was, I think it was $900. And I'm like, I can't order that $900. Like it was insane. And Bobby would kill me. And so I ended up going to Amazon, which I feel bad because I would really love to order from her maybe one day. But because I know she does it all handmade. I mean, I know it's worth it. I'm not saying it's not worth it. It's for sure worth it, but I couldn't justify a $900, especially when, like, let's be honest, I don't even know if I'm gonna stick to the yoga routine. Let's be honest, I'm gonna try, but I would, be in there trying to do yoga, and all I'd be thinking about is, dang it, I spent $800 or $900 on a macrame. I can't do, and then it would stress me out more. And the whole point of yoga is to not stress you out, right? So that could be a catch 22. Okay, so sometimes there's things you can justify, sometimes you can't. Oh, so Ava has not used Snow Tex yet. Ava, oh my gosh, you've got to try it. Jeanette said she used to do macrame about 40 years ago. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and it is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love that stuff. Pixie's been all into it too. Okay, so I'm just kind of adding that so it looks like it's going over it just a tad. And then if it gets to where it needs the white, just add a little bit more white. And then we're going to take a look at adding some more of the snowflakes. And then we're going to look to see if we want to make these into the greenish color or if we're going to leave it. I'm going to make that a little bit, sorry, y'all. I'm going to make this one a little bit grayer because it's further back. Okay. All right, so now let's add a few more snowflakes. And then what we're going to do is see if we want to turn this into greens or if we think we should leave it like this. Okay, so let's say, Esper says, I can't wait to do this as soon as I take down the Halloween decorations. Yes. Tammy says, all paintings go through an ugly stage like a monarch butterfly. Starts out as a caterpillar, goes into chrysalis, and emerges into a beautiful butterfly. The only thing is a monarch butterfly has beauty in all stages. Oh, that's so true. Yeah, how many of y'all, like, take your art and you judge it too soon? Stop doing that. Stop doing that, okay? You can't judge it too soon because when you do, you're taking away the value of what it could be. Okay, so is everybody voting for greens? We're still on the green path. Let me add a few more snowflakes. Actually, I'm going to do a little sprinkle. Let me grab my toothbrush. Not my real toothbrush. Let me grab a painter's toothbrush. Okay, I'm going to do some sprinkles with one or two more stenciling, and then this should be dry enough so I could add some greens to it. How's that sound? Sound like a plan? Yep, yeah, everybody wants to see greens. Okay, we got it. I'm going to offload my stencil. Victoria, I offloaded. You'll be so proud of me. Okay, so let me put a few of these in here. Okay. Okay, now we're going to splatter paint, which is always a fun time. So splatter paint, just be careful of your clothes. And then I just get these cheap brushes from Walmart or Amazon. And when I do paint parties where it does take this, and then you're just grabbing it and you're just doing this. You're just flicking it. And it just gives it a dust of snow the whole way. And for those of y'all that want to watch this where you can see me like longer, if you turn your phone horizontal, you can still see comments if you swipe left or right. Can't remember which one it is. But sometimes people think if you see the horizontal view, you can't see the comments, but you still can. You just have to swipe. And besides the fact that it's making snow, it's a lot of fun. Okay. Now, let me get the back of a brush. Let me see if this is good enough. It's not going to be round enough. Okay. I'm going to take my back of my Sharpie and add snow dots in addition. So we're doing 3 different ways of snow. I can't add too much glitter to this. I can do some glitter glue. I can't do the glitter that I really want, or my husband won't let me bring it down to the Christmas area. We have to be very careful when we decorate because Bobby is such a forgiving, patient guy, but man, he hates glitter so much. And so me and Pixie, on the other hand, love glitter so much. And so we have to be careful because when we bring stuff in, if it gets in glitter, like it just tracks, especially because of blue. And so we have to be really careful. And so if you have not the glitter, just the shape glitter, but if you use the glitter glue, which is what I'll be using, that way I can take it downstairs. Because he's totally fine. I can paint like crazy. I can paint walls. He doesn't care. But once glitter is involved, it has to stay in the art studio. That's how we've managed to be married this long, is because I have to respect that he will let me paint anywhere as long as I do not take the glitter where it's not supposed to be. Yeah, this is just the end of a Sharpie. Nothing serious. And then lots of fingers. I know, right, Heather? That's what I said. Glitter is a must for Christmas decorating. Okay, so let's turn these trees green. Okay, so before we do this, I just want to show y'all. Let me take this off. I just want to show you a little bit more up close what it's looking like. So if you decide to keep yours the gray scheme, because remember, we're talking about, and this is 2 of these panels. They're this cheap wood that was literally going to be thrown away, nasty particle board. And then now we're turning it into something useful. Okay, so if you decide to keep it a grayish, that's what it kind of looks like before snow techs. And then now we're going to see what happens when it turns green. Are y'all ready for this? Yeah, you could Mod Podge over it and you could be careful, probably, Janice. But yeah, I just try to be very, very careful, especially since he's so good about just paint anywhere you want, have fun, and then I come in like a crazy person with a bunch of glitter. Okay, let me grab a couple of new brushes because I don't have any water out to rinse. Okay, so I'm going to be using a couple of different shades of green. Okay, so the ones that are closer, let me see if I can bring you over here. Oh, do you like them black and white and gray, Ashley? Anybody else want me to keep it this way? Would be a quicker project. But I am always up for a challenge. Let me know in the comments. Y'all want to keep it all of the black, whites, and grays, or you want to see some greens in here? Tracy says, LOL, I agree with him. Love how it looks, but I hate glitter. It's banned in my house. Yes. Yeah. I think the toothbrush did get a little bit on my table. Okay, so we got green, 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 like the way it is. Yep, I could use a sealer, Lou. That's right. Green. No, add the green. Okay, we got a lot of green. Okay, we are going to see it. We're going to see if it's looking good or not. We'll know very quickly. Okay, so we'll know very quickly if we made the right choice or not. Okay, so I'm using the darker green first. And we're using that same technique we had here. We want a little bit of that black to show, remember, because it's all about layering. I'm going to get it right here. Okay, and I'm going to take a little bit of that other green because I want it not so. My whole thing is like the more you can layer, number one, the more fun it is, and number two, the more interesting it can become when you have different layers, okay? I know, doesn't it sound good? It's like pitta patta. So much fun. Do a little bit of yellow green. And then as we go through this, we can add some white snow on top, okay? So let me do these. This one's going to be a little bit lighter. Let me mix it with some metallic green. So this one's kind of going on that snow hill. We don't really want to go off that because it's behind the snow. And then just kind of let your brush like do its thing to get those little wispies on the edge. And you can always mix a little bit of the yellow green. See how that one's darker up close? This one's a little bit lighter. You could even add a little gray to it. I'm going to test that and see if it's a good idea or not. So just mixing it to give it a little bit more muted. Don't love it, to be honest. Let me go back. There we go. Because I want it lighter because it's in the back, but I still want it to have some fun. So the first two are going to take the longest because you're just trying to kind of get your placement, you know. The first two could take the longest, and then you could go on and add. Oh, that would be fun, Lori. A wintry painting with birch trees. That's a great idea. Yeah, I need to do that. Okay, so I'm going to add in the darker green. Okay, so just kind of. Oh, we got a big old thing of stuff there. And I want this to go about right on it. Okay, so now I'm going to take the metallic on this one. And this is where you can have fun just getting those different greens in there. The main goal is just when it's up close, it's darker. When it's behind one of them, it's a little bit lighter. So that's really what you want to watch for. So I'm going with a lot of that metallic green. And that metallic green not only has the shimmer, but it has the yellowish I need for it. Okay. All right. What are y'all thinking so far? Did we make a good choice? I'm losing you. Did we make a good choice or are we regretting? I think I'm happy. I think I'm starting to like it. Who has painted with metallics before? Let me know if you've painted with metallics. Okay, I think we're liking it. Okay, so I'm going to do these kind of fast. While y'all talk amongst yourselves, I'm going to do these pretty fast. I'm adding the dark green first. Let me get some of this one back in. I like both. Okay, cool. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, I think too, it really depends on what you're putting in front of it, you know? I want to leave a little bit of that black showing. If you go over it too much, you can add some of that black back in. You could even, I mean, you know, for another time, I'm going to go ahead and do this one dark since I'm most of it dark. You could even leave some of them grayish, you know, that's kind of a cool idea. There's so many options, right? Oh, hold on. Can't see it. Oh, thank you, Lori. That's so sweet. Yeah, a lot of times when I hit this live button, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to turn out good or bad, or I'm always hopeful, you know. But I've always been one of those people, like, because it's paint and because it's so fun, you can always change it up. You know, if you're like, oh, I don't know about that. Like, that's the beauty of this. So, like, if I hated these green trees, which I think I'm loving, but if I did not like them, I could let it dry a minute. I could go right over it. So I'm just getting my colors down for these upper ones. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of blacks where it's mixed. And then let's do a little bit of the, make sure y'all can see that. Yes, Trish, that's true. It totally depends on what you're putting in front of it. So this may alter what I'm going to put out this year. It'd be really cool to have all like my ceramic white trekking trees, and I could even have a bunch of like red. The red would look good. The turquoise would probably look good in front too, even with the green. But for sure, the red truck's gonna look really cute. You know, it'd be really cute too. I just thought about, Pixie likes to put this village that she got out from her grandma every year. We could put that village in front of this. That would be super cute. I think I like that idea, and we could add in stuff with it. Okay, so let me go back to this green. Let's see if y'all can see it. For those of y'all that are just joining, I'm just basically, you know, teaching you how to make a background using something super cheap and easy, something that you find to paint on, so that you can put either your fun ceramics in front of it. You could put your Christmas paintings in front of it. You could put your Christmas decorations. And if you keep it less Christmassy, you could keep it at winter, you know, almost as like a painting throughout the winter. So it could be a good little fun thing to do. And then so basically you're going to pick your color theme. So what I picked was black, whites, and greens. Thanks to y'all helping me. And then you're going to think about what you're going to have in front of it. So we were talking about like a Christmas village would be really cute in front of this. We were talking about how you could, anything that you've done. If you've done ceramics, you could put your ceramics in front of it. You could put this on your mantle or even on your floor in front of the presents, or like you could do like a background and then have like does anybody have a train? You know those Christmas trains? Does anybody have those? If you had a Christmas train, that would be kind of cute to have the Christmas train in the back there. I'm going to do a little bit of that. So we just got to make sure those background ones have a different color. And then we're going to come back to this one. See that gray one way down there? Let me see if y'all can see it over here. I have to hold on, I'm losing y'all. Oh, my stand. I have it too far pushed down. Let me see. Okay. All right, so I need to do a little work over here. A little work over here, and then I can start adding the snow. Little work right here. You just want some variations in the colors, really, guys. I need a little bit of white with this one. Okay. All right. So let me turn it this way again. And then let's see if I can. Okay. What are y'all thinking so far? Good? Bad? Indifferent? Okay. So I'm going to take a new brush, because I don't have any water right now. And I'm just going to take some white. And I'm going to put the white on the trees, okay, so it can have some snow. So let me hit it with a quick blow dryer so it can dry really, really quick, okay? All right, so let me do that real quick. Hey, Pixie, I'm on a live. Okay, let me hit it with a quick blow dryer. Oh, hold on one sec. Let me tell my daughter something. Okay, I'm back. Thank y'all so much. Sorry about that. Yeah, it is real live. Sorry about that. Sometimes you gotta check on your kids. Okay. Okay, thank y'all for being patient. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit of white, and all I'm going to do is just kind of dab it. And it's a little bit wet still, but you just want to be careful. And this is where you could use snow text too. So you could get crazy and do a lot of snow, almost where the green is just barely showing through. But I have to be careful because see how it's starting to already show the green because it's not too dry. So yeah, you could use snow text, add that in. I want to make sure I have enough on there. Yeah, it's a little wet still, but I want y'all to see it. Okay, so let me grab this. I'm going to wipe that off just a little bit. Go back to the white. Just kind of coming from the middle. Okay, so see how it kind of has some green in it? I need to be careful and make sure it's dry a little bit. And so I'm going to kind of wipe it off a little bit more. Let me go with this bigger brush and see what happens. Again, it might not be what I love. So if it isn't, it's not the end of the world. I can always change it up. Okay, so I'm going to move y'all down here with me. Let's see if I can get y'all over here. Okay. Oh, did y'all hear my wrist pop? That was crazy. Okay. So let me see what I can do on this one. Okay, so this one's still a little bit wet too. So you just have to be careful because it's going to bring up some of that green. And I'm going to have to dab it off and go back. So all I can do to remedy this is just hit it with a quick blow dryer, and then I can go back with pure white again, and it'll take care of that. So let me go ahead and hit it with a blow dryer, and then add that pure white right on top so y'all can see what it's going to look like. Oh, I'm getting really excited about it. It's going to be cute. Yeah, for all of y'all watching on YouTube, thank you. Oh, that wasn't smart. Did you see that rookie mistake? I was trying to paint as I was blow drying because I'm a multitasker, and it went crazy. Did you see what happened? So I'm going to add in some back here. Yeah, and if you are thinking about doing this project, you should. It is really, really fun. Super fun. And it's not hard at all. It's just, it's really therapeutic, actually. I mean, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but this whole time I've pretty much just dabbed the whole time. Okay, sorry about that. It's gonna have a totally different look when I back it up. In a second, whenever it went from how it did look to now, it's gonna have a totally different look. This one has way too much wet. Yeah, it's almost like a little bit more of a dusting, especially when this is dry, for sure is helping. Oh, Terry, that is so sweet of you. Thank you. Yeah, I put on my hand or my arm today, be kind. It's so, it tells a lot about a person. Whenever they have, we don't know what's going on in people's life. I posted earlier, it's the 4-year anniversary of the, when I got the hole in my heart fixed. And it's like, we always I think sometimes we don't know what's happening in people's life. And we just assume that we have it the worst. And I'm not saying I have it the worst because I'm healed and everything's fine. But I'm just saying, sometimes we think oh, so-and-so this or so-and-so that. And there's just so many, reasons why we can just be mean to each other, and let's not be those people. Let's be kind. There's too many places we can go to be mean, and this is not one of them. So if you're in the comments, I obviously can't read them all, but if you're in the comments being a jerk, just go ahead and leave. This isn't the channel for you. Okay? We're just painting happy trees and thinking about Christmas. And the layering process. For those of y'all that are just joining me, and first off, if you do subscribe to my YouTube channel, I just want to say thank you so much. So y'all, some of y'all are watching this from YouTube, some of y'all are watching from Facebook. Thank you so much if you already subscribed. If you haven't, make sure you go over there and subscribe. I'm on YouTube at Texas Art and Soul. And then for those of y'all that are just joining, basically what I'm sharing is how to make a backdrop for your mantle or just anything. It could be a backdrop for, if you do paint parties and you're staging your ceramics or your paintings, or you're doing this for Christmas, you want to have a really fun, creative backdrop. And so basically you just find some cheap wood or some free wood, as I found. I found some really, really cheap wood. It cost me nothing. It was about to go in the dumpster. And then just, layering these colors on. So many things. Let's see. Leslie says, you always seem to touch on subjects close to my heart. Tomorrow is kidney day for my nephew. He is finally getting his transplant. Please pray for all that goes well. Oh my gosh. Oh, and her brother-in-law was the perfect match. Oh my gosh, Leslie, I am so happy for y'all. Yes, I'll be praying. And yeah, I'm sure there's some praying people on here too. Yeah, my dad got a heart transplant 4 months after my heart surgery. He had been on the wait list forever for almost 22 months to be exact. So yeah, there's so many things that are going on in people's lives that nobody knows about. So just, be kind to each other. Okay, so we've added, oh my gosh, y'all were correct with the green. I Love it. I'm about to do a backup so y'all can see it a little better. But I absolutely love the green. Okay, so let me see if y'all can see this better. Oh crap, sorry. Okay, so let me see if I can put this where y'all can see it a little bit. Okay, can y'all see it? I think the green was a good choice. I feel like it needs more snowflakes and some snow text and possibly some glitter. But this is a pretty big piece. Let me see. I think some of y'all were asking about the size. So it is, oh yeah, it's 2 panels of 36 by 18. 2 panels. So what's 36 plus 36? So that's 40, 40, 80 minus 8, 72. Don't make fun of my math. So an 82 by 18. So I think I'm going to love this. What do y'all think? Do y'all like it? It's pretty giant, actually. And so I think what I can do is add some snow text and some glitter and maybe a few more. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to go back to and read y'all's comments because I see some other stuff about transplants. It's crazy. Yeah, if you're not a donor, I know it's a kind of a sensitive topic, but me and all my family are definitely donors for sure. Okay, so yeah, all of this, I think I'm going to add some more snowflakes and then a good spray of polyurethane, and this sucker is going to look beautiful above my fireplace. I'm so, so excited. Okay, so those of y'all that are just joining, I just want to recap what I taught y'all. So if you're wanting to watch it again, sorry, the lighting's weird whenever I get right there. So number one, you want to pick a color theme. So we picked grays, greens, whites, blacks. That was our color theme. Number two, you want to think about what you're going to put in front of it. So again, this could be, you know, if I'm putting my ceramic trucks and trees in front of it, or if I'm putting a painting, whatever that is, we could put something in front of it. And then the third thing is find a cheap piece of wood. It does not have to be expensive. This is literally a piece of like, dang it, what's it called? I keep forgetting. Oh, what is it called? It's not cork board. It's like the cheap particle board. See how it's stained? Just cheap particle board, and you can make it all pretty. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you had fun painting with me. If you do watch, sometimes I have other fun things where I do prizes and fun stuff where you can paint with me. So make sure you check out my stuff. Again, Texas Art and Soul. And this lighting is weird. It's making me look crazy. And my hair is all over. I should not have took off my hat. Got to get my roots done. It's not good. All right, guys. I hope y'all have a great day. And let me know in the comments if you like this and if you want to see more like this. All right. Bye, guys. If I can figure out how to turn this thing off, maybe there it is. Bye, y'all.